Hello everyone. Walking into a kingdom hall for the first time, or being like us. Some was born as Jehovah's Witness, and some of us was young when our parents became Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm going to share a Bible talk they had, how Jehovah's Witnesses was people was like prostitutes, crooks, child molesters, and everything out there that what they call the world. They say they have changed the bad ways into righteousness of their new belief into their religion. I'm going to share a talk and let's go from there.
And he doesn't view that if that was the case, no one would be Jehovah's Witnesses. There's a wonderful point in Corinthians that says that we were at one time practicers of fornication and adultery and homosexuality and thieves, all these things. And he said, and yet that is what some of you were. So we've all come from there. So if you're new and you're studying and wondering about being able to make changes and conforming and having this relationship with Jehovah. The interesting thing about Jeremiah was that very first verse we started off with. In the context of that encouragement, he was talking to the nation who he was telling was going to get removed out of Jerusalem and sent to Babylon because what they were doing was so horrifically bad, and they would not stop it. It got to the point where he could do nothing else but to cleanse them out of the nation of Israel, out of that geographic location, and let that generation die off and bring them back as he did. And just to put it in perspective, one of the things that the nation got involved in was child sacrifice. Now, in some cases, it was all part of worship, religious practice. In some cases, they would put their child to death and then offer to the priest, who would then take the body and put it on a idol, which was really like a furnace, and put it into the hands of the idol and burn the child. It was just horrific. In many cases, it was a live child. That's how bad this nation got. And so Jehovah says, and yet what I want really for you is peace. And what we read in Jeremiah 17. I can't imagine any of us have done anything like that. And if that's how he felt for the nation and wanting them to have a good relationship with him. So don't ever feel that A, Jehovah, you are not loved by him. B, that whatever you're trying to overcome, that you can't overcome it, because you can. You can.
Let's stop right there. Jehovah's Witnesses claim that from the Bible they have learned that it is wrong to sacrifice your children to a false god. People, do you know how many people have died in Jehovah's Witnesses religion when they changed the blood doctrine, saying that around 1945 all the way up to, I guess, around 1990 when they changed it to blood fraction? How many kids died and people died because they wasn't allowed to take blood? But in the future they changed the blood policy to you can take blood fractions. So the point I'm trying to make, you can't have something once and change it. God don't change his mind for anyone. He didn't change his mind for the Israelite people when he told them to stay away from these false gods. Do not sacrifice your children to them, especially when he never asked for them to sacrifice their children to him. But Jehovah's Witnesses is sacrificing their children to their God, Jehovah, by denying them blood. Or you could say, when a person is bleeding eternally and these people losing blood and they die on the operating table or somewhere because their religion teaches not to have blood. I'm going to play something that I found and we'll go from there.
Apple Orthodontics is proud to announce a new office serving Wiley, Saxe, and Murphy opening soon on FM 544 just west of Wiley High School. Great people, great products, great prices. Apple Orthodontics. Stay tuned for a special offer.
Fox 4 News starts now.
Hello and good evening. I'm Steve Eager. First on Fox 4 News at 5:30 tonight. 6 people have filed a civil lawsuit saying when they were children, they were sexually abused by church elders within local Jehovah's Witness Kingdom halls. Attorneys for the plaintiffs, who are now adults, say this involves a major cover-up that spans decades. Fox 4's Dion Anglin is in our Dallas newsroom with more, including some reaction from one elder who is named in this lawsuit. Dion.
Yeah, that's right. The lawsuit was filed Thursday. It speaks of years' worth of abuse to 5 girls and 1 boy. Their Dallas attorney thinks there are more abuse cases. The lawsuit alleges 6 children were fondled, groped, molested, and exposed to sexual acts during the 1990s while spending time with Jehovah's Witness elders in North Texas. This Kingdom Hall in Dallas is named as a defendant in the suit. Also this hall in Plano and another in Greenville.
What we see repeatedly is that when one person has the courage to speak out and word of that spreads within the community, then others have the courage to.
The suit claims a church elder at the time, Reginald Tyrone Jackson, committed many of the crimes. A public records search reveals Jackson has served time in prison within the last 10 years for indecency with a child, sexual contact, and is a registered sex offender. The 6 unidentified plaintiffs are now young adults. Each says the abuse spanned years during their childhoods when they were 13 or younger. We visited the address in the lawsuit listed as the place where Jackson lived and could be served. That is this address, right?
Yes.
And you're Reginald Tyrone Jackson?
Uh-huh.
But you don't think this is not you?
No, that must be a mistake. That must be for something else.
The man who answered confirmed he's Jackson, but seemed to know nothing about the claims against him, including the complaint which says Jackson groomed member children and then, while acting in a position of authority and trust, sexually abused them. It also says the governing body did not report this conduct to the authorities and did not otherwise warn members of the general public. The Turley law firm in Dallas filed the civil suit. It seeks at least $1 million for each plaintiff.
You know, hopefully, these plaintiffs, the people that we represent, these young adults, coming forward and speaking out will encourage others to do so and seek the help that they need.
Now, the governing body of the Jehovah's Witness faith is the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of New York, Incorporated. We have reached out to that entity for reaction, but so far it has not responded. Steve?
Okay, Dion, years ago when this allegedly was going on, was there any outcry to the police? Was there any criminal investigation on this accusation?
Well, according to the lawsuit and the filing attorney, no. They explained there was an outcry made, but because this particular faith requires there must be at least 2 people to attest to an incident, alleged incident of abuse before it's even looked into. There was never an internal investigation, nothing ever reported to police, and that's something the attorneys say they're hopeful that this lawsuit can change. Steve?
Okay, Dion Anglin on Dallas Newsroom, thank you.
What you just heard, it was this year when that was filed. And going back to the beginning of the talk, the guy said the things that we used to be. This guy was an elder, and just like many others, wouldn't they, you could say, before they got baptized, they were supposed to stop doing the things they used to do? So my question is, why is Jehovah's Witnesses still doing things after they get baptized? After 10, 15 years later, they're molesting children. And they call this God's organization? People, you need to wake up. The Kingdom Halls belong to the governing body. They're evil, and you being brainwashed by the governing body to believe this is the truth. Wake up, people. Thank you, and have a nice day.